one thing to note, the alternate interior and the corresponding only work when I have parallel lines. That's when they're equal to each other. So in this diagram right here, because the two lines are not parallel, I can still say that A and E are corresponding because they take the same position, but they're just not equal in this case. Or I could say that angle C and E are alternate interior, but in this case they're not equal because the lines are not parallel. So the relationships of being equal to each other only work when they are parallel lines. The last one is co-interior. So interior means on the inside. So if I have two parallel lines, they're on the inside. What does co mean? Together. They're on the same side. So this and that would be co-interior. So what I want you to do is I want you to measure these angles and write the measurements in and tell me what relationship you discover. So were my two angles in each of these diagrams, were they equal to each other? Yes or no? No? Okay. But did you notice something about the two angles? So they both have a sum of 180 degrees. So the conjecture that I can make is that the sum of the angles, or the sum of co-interior angles, is 180 degrees. That's the sum of co-interior angles. So what we can do in class example number 3 is we can calculate the measure of the 3 remaining angles without using a protractor. I have 2 parallel lines and a transversal, which means angle 48, and let's say we call this angle A, have to be co-interior. If they are co-interior, they add up to 180 degrees. So 180 minus 48?
132.
If I mark this as angle B, I have 2 parallel lines, two parallel lines going this way and a transversal. They're inside on the same side. They're going to be co-interior as well, which means angle B will also be 132 degrees. And then if I let this be C, what would angle C equal? 48 degrees. And again, if this is 132 and this is 132, these are going to be co-interior as well. So I would get 180 minus 132 that time. So the summary at the end of the notes just summarizes when parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the corresponding angles are equal, the alternate angles are equal, and the co-interior angles are supplementary, which means they add up to 180 degrees. If it intersects 2 lines such that the corresponding angles, the alternate interior angles are equal or the co-interior angles are supplementary, then the 2 lines are parallel. So I can use either one. I can use that the lines are parallel to find the angles, or given the angle measurements, I can then state that the 2 lines are parallel. So the questions that I would like you to work on. Question number 1. Question 3, 4, and 5. And then 7, 8, 9.